Next generation of virtualization technology. Part 5 of 8. More details virtualization.web.wordpress.com k7cloud.in. Virtual machine. A virtual machine provides interface identical to underlying bare hardware, that is, all devices, interrupts, memory, page table, etc. Virtual machine operating system creates illusion of multiple processors, each capable of executing independently, no sharing except via network protocols. Clusters and SMT can be simulated. It's a virtual machine architecture, underlying hardware, kernel, then process. In between process and kernel, there is a programming interface. Hardware, VMM, that is virtual machine monitor, that is called as virtual machine implementation, virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2 and virtual machine 3. Each machine carries its kernel and processes. It's a virtualization architecture. History, hypervisor system which will be introduced in the middle of 1970s to 1990s. Large mainframe computers, IBM and HP machines are connected together. Internet hosting services, virtual dedicated services. Modern virtualization system like VMware, Sun, Macintosh parallels. VMware is a workstation and player, multiple versions of VMware server, virtual appliances. Sun, public domain hypervisor, adaptive support in operating systems, emerging support in processor chips, Intel and AMD Athlon, Macintosh parallels. Virtualization being embraced by major operating system vendors, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Enterprise Linux, Microsoft Longhorn server like 2007 to 8 versions. Red Hat marketing promises freedom from upgrades. If a new OS causes problems with service, keep old OS version for that service. Security, reduces potential number of user logging into service, reduces undesirable sharing, narrow scope of attacks, development and testing, viable platform for developers in real environment, reduces number of test machines, automated scripts for intensive testing, crash reports, etc. Marketing promises of Red Hat: live migration and failure isolation. Live migration, move services from one host to another while still running. No interruption in service visible to clients. Preparation for talking down hardware for maint. Preparation for heavy batch run, etc. Failure isolation, crash of one service does not affect other service, particularly on SMT system. Hot backups of services can be maintained. SUSE marketing promises increased server hardware utilization, consolidate disparate services on hardware, lower capital maintenance and energy cost, rebalance load to meet peak demands, adjust for time of delay differences, application portability across many platforms. The definition: host operating system, the operating system actually running on the hardware. Together with virtualization layer, it simulates environment for. Guest operating system, the operating system running in the simulated environment, the one we are trying to isolate. Virtual machines. Virtual machine concepts provides complete protection of system resources. Each virtual machine is isolated from all other virtual machines. However, limited sharing of resources. Virtual machine system is a good vehicle for operating system research and development. System development is done on the virtual machine, does not disturb normal operation. Multiple concurrent developers can work at the same time. The virtual machine concept is difficult to implement due to the effort required to provide an exact duplicate to the simulated machine. Example: page tables. Suppose guest OS has its own page tables, then virtualization layer must copy those tables to its own, trap every reference or update to tables and simulate it. During page fall, virtualization layer must decide whether fault belongs to guest OS or self. If guest OS must simulate a page fault. Likewise, virtualization layer must trap and simulate every privileged section in a machine. Some hardware architecture or features are impossible to virtualize. Certain registers are state not exposed, unusual devices and device controls, clocks, time and real-time behavior. Solution: drivers and tools in guest operating system, VMware, set. Snapshot and migration. Snapshot frees a copy of virtual machine. Identify all pages in disk files, VM memory. Use a copy and write for any subsequent modification to revert throw away the copy of write pages. Migration: move VM to another host. Take a snapshot very fast. Copy all pages of snapshot, not so fast. Copy modified pages fast. Freeze virtual machine and copy VM memory, VM fast fraction of second. Cloning: simple clone, freeze a virtual machine, copy all files implementing it, use copy on write to speed up. Linked clone, take snapshot, original and each clone is a copy on write version of snapshot. VMware, modern virtual machine system, founded in 1998, Stanford University. VM workstation separates host from virtualization layer. Host OS may be Windows or Linux. Wide variety of guest operating system. Cost is less than $200. VMware Player is free, stripped down version of VM workstation. It's a simple VMware architecture, underlying hardware, host operating system, guest operating system which plays a vital role. VMware ESX, total decoupling between hardware and applications. High demand, dynamically move running application into different hardware. Maintenance, hardware, replacement, provisioning new services. Most of the virtual machine can be replica host machine. No virtualization layer can simulate any architecture. Guest architecture does not even have to be real hardware. It's a Java virtual machine, Java class files loaded into class loader combined with Java API, Java interpreter which creates an environment which lies in the top of host system. Own idealized architecture, stylish machine language that is bytecode, readily available interpreter. It's an example virtual machine. Thank you. Next generation virtualization technology part 5 is completed. You can answer quiz under virtualization Moodle cloud. Thank you.